Yeah, so far the more oddball carries have looked great on our stream. You know, the life stealers, they've been impressive, and we've kind of been waiting for a PA. We brought her up a couple times. We know that she's being played on some of the other streams, so looking forward to get to witness it ourselves here. And this is historically a good lane matchup as well, like chucking the daggers at the boars and stuff, and even if you're being zoned back, you're just throwing for last hits. See if you still get it.
The worms will have you.
It's a very aggressive smoke already. Bottom's gonna be chilling. Looks like they may be able to get the creep. Okay, Liza's is gonna mess around. Thank you for that. What is the the NA on the PA? I do not
Our N8s are
remember.
evasion, and then this facet is the veiled one, where your blur is no longer dispelled when attacking, and it reduces the mana cost during and after blur.
Okay. Looks like we're kind of ramping up for a bit of a brawl by this top power and top bounty room. Both sides still sticking around. Got the boring lies and Rue over to the other side. That's not where the action's going to be. We'll see if this will break out and who's favored level 1. Okay, another creep. Oh, nice to know.
And I mean, we're talking about V2 being this PA player. Yadra was one of the first people who started bringing back this drow. Before everyone else started scooping it up in some of these more recent tournaments, he was one of the people who was spamming it in pubs and sort of drawing attention to the hero, playing like 10 games a day or something. Just non-stop drow. So I'm sure he's very happy to be hopping on this hero.
I do not see many carries be Grandmaster Drow.
No.
He may be one of the few. Like, this is, yeah, I don't know. We really do not get this at all. Another thing is, again, Rue's going to be playing with her. Is this, I don't remember, would they would never do this, right? Or did they sometimes? Yeah, I was going to say, okay, well, V2, well, this is already something you were mentioning about showcasing the Phantom Assassin against Beastmaster. And I was not expecting, honestly, kill level 1, though.
Phoenix, it's like 600 damage from Phoenix. Blood Grenade, Fire Spirits, and some attacks. So they were just getting on top of them. They didn't even have a Blight Zone. I thought maybe there was like a minus armor issue or something, but I was just damage. And of course, that's with that Chen in your lane, which isn't the best.
We'll see how it goes with getting the creeps as well for the Chen. Maybe it's a little bit difficult playing in this, in the offlane instead.
Gets a ghost.
Too bad. Maybe can use the summons as well to stack for collapse. This could be something. We probably are expecting the Beastmaster to have a bit more of a difficult lane versus V2, and especially now with giving over First Blood.
Yeah, and good or bad lane. Like, stacks are just nice for Beast.
Very true. It's like always the best teams do a really good job to enable the stacks for this hero. Like you said, regardless of the lane. Like, really try and accelerate that early scepter.
What is PA's courier doing?
Where is the...
Oh, she's trying to go to the secret shop. Okay. Her courier was spotted by the Invoker and almost killed. So her courier is just on a mission right now, trying to make its way and survive to the secret shop.
Surely they could kill it. What is Moposhka actually doing right now that would be better than killing the courier?
Zoning solo away from his Beastmaster, you know? Getting creeps. It's a hard courier to catch, you know?
Yeah, okay.
Besides, you gotta wait until she buys the item. Otherwise, she'll just, you know, walk over there. Alright, that being said, now he's gonna kill the courier.
Solo killed Rue. The Clockwork with apparently no arms. Battery Salt wants to commit it now, but nice little solo kill to get. Pretty valuable experience for the Clockwork.
Very good here is Erase and Laral. How's this mid lane going? We have not looked at all. Erase showing that DK can still do it in the mid. Has a solid lead here, and I would imagine no threat of death at all. I don't see a world where that's gonna be a problem. He's got Bracer, he's got Null, he's got a stick. it would take some pretty serious rotations and a lack of regen to actually bring this DK down.
I don't. Who do they even rotate? Like Clock and Chen, not really the supports you would expect to have a high amount of damage. Maybe with your Toru getting some assistance with Rue holding the line down into place. Loopsy will make it back towards the tower, however.
Not expecting him to live there. Okay.
This cosmetic on Drow, isn't this like ridiculously expensive?
Yeah, that would be one of the bugged cosmetics that you had to like manufacture way back when it existed, and you could do it with some weird items that were only gifted to like players and talent, I think, and someone found a way to bug them so you could remove the gem when you weren't supposed to be able to and put in these fire gems. I believe that's what happened.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why you see, like, I think Faith Beyond's got a couple cool ones. Wise got Wise got a couple as well.
Matt, are you
No wonder he
keeping
plays
tabs on
Drow.
this? What's going on? Are you keeping tabs?
No, I just
on
remember
who's got
like
the...
I think it was like you know them, you see them.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but it sounds like you really know them. Like you're listing them off. You remember? You're trying to scout at the market.
Bro,
see
I've
which one you
cast a
can
lot
get.
of games. They stand out.
Yeah, that is true. It's alright, man. I know you want to buy some. I don't even know if you can. You're speaking to
they're
the
too
plays
expensive.
at land events. Trying
Yeah,
to see if
hook
you
me
can
up.
trade them. Yeah.
Jumping up top here onto collapse of the damage again from the Phoenix and the blood grenade. Hard commit. Counter blood grenade. Slow him down.
Solo might die actually in the end from the summons, and he will, but of course that it's a 5 for a 3. And
That sounded way more serious until you realize you're just talking about positions on the net worth chart. That'd be
Is
pretty
this-
crazy at 5 minutes.
oh, it is. Yes, that is true. That is true. Is there any lane besides the Beastmaster where PA actually does good into his bottom lane, Rue? Under pressure this time. Looks like still Yatoru freely right-clicking. Solo's actually going to tip it down bottom with another round of the stuns from Loopsy up shortly. Maybe there's an opportunity to actually deal with the Drow Ranger. They've got the creeps as well to tank the tower. Nice rotation from Solo. Man, this 9 Pandas roster looking good to start this game 1.
Yeah, very solid lane pressure. I think PA's current matchups are probably very unexplored because the way that she hasn't really been meta since the shift to innates, so she just having this evasion has probably changed a lot.
Okay, yeah, interesting.
Because like heroes that really rely on, like she just now has 28% evasion right now at 6 minutes. That's kind of crazy. You don't have to put any points into Blur. You have this ability to just be aggressive with Phantom Strike and more points in the dagger. So with certain support pairings, it's probably a lot you can do. Laurel coming in though, very quick with a haste rune.
Nice Phantom Strike. Maybe they'll have to go for Solo instead, but even Solo looking like a pretty difficult kill. So the opportunity for the Invoker to maybe put his stamp on the side lane will not be able to connect off the back of the haste. So what you're telling me is that traditionally the Phantom Assassins had issues inside the lanes, but he's now a good laner. This is what I'm hearing.
Maybe some lanes are probably better than they were before, and then lanes that were already good are probably just like, you know, even better than they were before. Like this Beastmaster one. I mean, Beastmaster. Yeah. What does Beastmaster do if you are evading the attacks? Stacking axes in the lane isn't really a real thing, you know.
Yeah.
Alright, Solo.
Level 5 Phoenix is a real possibility that he's just going to be able to take a lot of the creep. So Lal is starting to move over. They're even going to use the board to potentially scout him out.
This is a lot of XP for the Phoenix, though. Just sitting here and leeching all this. Alright, thanks for the XP, guys. And it immediately reblocks the ward, kills their sentry, takes out the Watcher. Solo just fearlessly maneuvering through here.
I like the way he's playing. Very good stuff. You see, though, that there's a lot of other stacks that they need to contest. I think this is a triple now. The far left Ancients. And the fearless play from Solo will continue.
Get out of here!
Half his health pool.
We're the same level!
Who are they TPing in? Rue? Does this TP do much? And maybe with the Rocket Flare. Slow might help for one more right click. Surely not.
So much space. Galaxies of space right now. Wait, Rue's committing. Rue's committing.
Oh, well done. I really... Wait, who's blood? Okay, it was Rue's. A little bit unnecessary, but that's okay. Is he now dead, though? Apparently he is. So TP's in, gets the solo kill. At least he got a bunch of experience, but, dude, V-Tune is...
Whoa. He's 7.5?
farmed.
What the hell?
Yeah, I mean, I said it before. I think this is... If a Phantom Assassin gets his items, I think he just solo carries this game.
He's
I'm
7.5. And the Phoenix is almost 6. Because Solo's just been leeching this XP, playing around the camps, leaving the PA alone. That's nuts. It's like the most experienced duo I've seen a lane in ages by the 9-minute mark.
And meanwhile, your DK is also 400, 300 ahead of the Invoker. Like, Lal's doing fine. But then the Doom down bottom is chilling.
At the very least, Collapse does go back and finish these stacks. Maposhka also starting to work through with double birds here on the other set of ancient stacks. So despite praising all of that, Collapse might be 7.5 here soon by the time they finish up this camp. And Maposhka will be nearing the hand of God.
Yeah, they're finding their own farm as well. Not bad. Spirit's going to be able to get another stack, but they're doing a good job. But the reason why they're here is because all of the stacks. So maybe that's going to be enough to have these items and experience to be able to contest with these upcoming fights, because you know they're about to break out. Like, this DK's ready to go. Haven't seen the Elder Dragon form. In fact, he's actually used it, I believe, currently. So maybe farming, or could think about trying to move bottom. I wonder, how would you like to see the DK play? We haven't seen a lot of mid DKs. Do you want to see him be that, like, aggressive tower taker, or would you like to just see him farm, play his own game?
I think we consider who his allies are. I mean, he's a PA, so he knows his job. He is the playmaking DK this game. Blink is going to be of the utmost importance. He does have a Mage Slayer queued up after, which could be a good item. I think it's, you know, it's a tanky item. It lets you just get off more stuns, more disables. So with the way you want to play the game, it makes a lot of sense.
Solo's got the level 6. Going to be a little bit cautious where he pops the Supernova, because he is surrounded. So they want to turn to deal with the egg. They should be able to do so with the numbers. Nice Tornado as well. Protects your Toro. Gives him an opportunity to be able to reposition. Raze is now out of mana. Looks like he's going to be okay. Liza is also a pretty difficult kill as well. Unfortunately, with the Invoker not really having a lot of spells to use at the early stage.
There's another Purge, but he can't catch up.
Soon, though. But they might actually be able to get him. Yeah, Bruce able to get in range here with the Cogs. So in the end, they will close out for another. Nicely done on Spirit, and they're looking for top as well.
Yeah, Maposhka quickly grabbing a net creep to throw the net, and then the Purge creep's able to catch it because of that, and that helps the allies get in there too. So the Chen army doing work. And the first damage onto this bottom tower is a way finally makes it.
So what do we look for in regards to Team Spirit this game? Because it feels like probably they're on a timer because the Phantom Assassin. So what do we feel like is the big advantage that this lineup is going to have over 9 Pandas?
I think it's going to be Beastmaster Aghanims plus just Clockwork. You know, try and use the vision of the Clockwork, try and get these plays with the Ags on the Beast, hook shots into kills, into objectives, play around your Drow. Try and beat this timing of the PA, because, yeah, if the PA gets there, this looks miserable. She will be a very annoying hero to try and play against. Sure, Drow's got some stuff, right? Pierce through the defenses with a marksmanship. That part's pretty cool, but you have to actually land the hits and get a chance to use it. I'll be curious to see if the Shard comes into play.
For the Drow?
Yeah, because you can't miss when you're on the Glacier.
Wonder if this is a possibility. Then he might look to itemize into it himself, or potentially hope to get a little bit lucky if they take some torments. I mean, this is one thing I do think, of course, their Aegis, their roach-taking ability is far greater than 9 Pandas, so potentially with Aegis they could then look to invade and steal the Tormentor and maybe get their own as well.
Yeah, that's definitely something to look for. I think that'd be a good plan for them here. Erase using this time though to farm up a little bit here and just thinking I want to be tanky, I want to be involved in these fights. We've seen the power of the SNY so much today that it's no surprise that he's going to consider that after. In the Mage Slayer, it's this item that there's quite a few heroes that we really think of it versus, and I think Beastmaster should be included in that, especially when you already see the point booster. It's just going to do a lot of work to reduce the damage the Beastmaster is going to be doing these fights. And you know that as a Red Dragon DK, there's a good chance your splashes are hitting a Beastmaster in these fights. So reducing all that damage to the Drums of Slom is really effective.
Sparta doing a great job overall this game. The stacks were a big thing, and they've got some pretty decent levels as well, and they are hunting top tower taken. Ready to go with the Roar along with the Invoker combination. Mid lane's going to be zone shoved out, so they'll look to invade aggressively into the jungle. Solo has the supernova, but it's not going to have an opportunity, probably if he uses it anyway. Too many heroes to be able to get the attacks. Meanwhile, Maposhka just solos down the tower. So Spirit are looking good in the early game. 9 Pandas taking a bit more of a back seat.
Yeah, and Yadoro's struggling to keep his farm up here. I mean, Maposhka's catching up to him, you know? So now he's going to get a little bit of breathing room. He's just going to head off to the safer parts of the map. Going to take the Wisdom Rune here, too. Onto the Drow Ranger. Again, try and help this farm speed.
Definitely feels like it's one that struggles a little bit earlier on. But then once you get, like, maybe a couple items, first or second, like... And levels as well
like that idea, though, you know? He says, yeah, I'll take it, too. I think carry's very important, of course. 12... What is that? 125% extra on the ulti when you hit level 12. That's nice.
What is with the Manta? I mean, sure, of course, silence and cold snap. But I know in the past there's been some weird stuff with like Manta illusions on PA providing some extra something. What is it? What? He had a talent, right? That he also got minus armor, and then the illusions provided it as well.
Oh, with the yeah, no, we are off that.
Yeah, so like, what's this Manta?
It's just good. Yeah, I mean, it's just a super good item, right? I don't think it's super complicated. I think the other item you would think of would be like Deso, but compare the damage you get from Deso versus the damage and the farm speed you get from Manta, and also survivability, and I think Manta just feels good. Maybe there's something that I don't know that does make it so much better, but I think it's as simple as just being a very good item on the heroes. You know, you're critting, it's good base damage, survivability, feels nice.
Okay. Oh, Aegis on Collapser.
Laurel under a ward here. Do they have the damage? They're gonna try it. I mean, they have no initiation item, so it's purely off of smoke, Earth Spike.
God.
Oh, this is risky. Yeah, no. Too deep.
Did I hear us?
Thinking about ghost walking at them.
That's the most appropriate use of that voice line I've ever seen. Just a couple of little mice in the woods thinking they have a chance versus the Invoker. Scurrying away.
No, sir, they do not. Nothing better than a adequately timed voice line. This Poshka Chen's getting pretty farmed as well. You speak about catching up to Yutora, even Lal is kind of close by too.
And they're really grouping up for some sort of a push here. I don't think they're going to find much. By the time they get here, I think V-Tune is just going to be gone. Have we had a hook shot yet? Am I crazy? This is level 9 Clockwork, and I can't remember a hook shot.
I don't think. I believe the Dire Ward up top scouted out the heroes before they smoked and went through the portal, so this is also a big reason why 9 Pandas are looking to completely avoid ancients.
There was a line there from Lupsi as well showing where they are moving, so I think they're very aware of this.
Taking a little bit of time. They're really trying to catch up one of the members on 9 Pandas, but a good read from them, continuing to play quite safe. See if they want to go back towards the triangle. They have got a arcane rune now for Lal. They might just siege down the tower.
Yeah, I mean, just use your Aegis, force us down. I mean, that's the benefit. Beastmaster Chen, we see this. And there's our
hook shot. On to Lies, unable to sneak his way through the cogs. And with the off-lane, Doom's going to be slowed down even further.
Oh, he has double troll summoners too. Oh, the glyph. They can keep this going now.
Oh, the army. Jesus, this is how it's going to fall past. Hey, oh my god.
All right, all according to plan right now. This is very scripted how you'd expect this draft to play out right now from Team Spirit. But at the same time, I mean, you look at 9 Pandas, and they have the PA at the top of the board. That's exactly what you need. This DK has finished the Mage Slayer, so if the battle breaks out, he's going to be hard to bring down. And now they might even get Loopsy.
They will indeed. So another kill being bled, but it's just a support. It's giving opportunity for 9 Pandas to be able to get onto the map, find a little bit more farm. Let's see if they actually want to stick here. I was thinking maybe they might just walk down top and try and get that second tier 2 tower, but they do see V2 farming under the Observer Ward. He will not continue for the next camp, however. A little bit more hesitant, maybe going for the lane, but they are playing it behind him. Very much slowed down from 9 Pandas. 5 kills from them. Really have not seen them be proactive at all. I guess this is partly due to their heroes. Their making is a bit limited, but they want to try and force the fight. 45 seconds still with the Aegis. Yutora is not with the team. They're dipping out. Pushka will send the army away. And this smoke is not going to work for 9 Pandas. So the first time they want to try and force the issue, they will not be able to catch anyone. Team Spirit, they're back. They get their Tormentor. It does look like their 9 Pandas going to be able to find their own as well. So something we were mentioning before. But the value of potentially Team Spirit being able to snake both Tormentors and then make it a bit easier for maybe Yutora to get it without buying his. That would not be the case. So we get solo with the Tormi, or with the Ag Shot.
And unfortunately, Maposhka not getting it. I mean, Jetpack is great, don't get me wrong, on the clockwork, but with how Maposhka's been playing this Chen, I mean, he's just going to buy it anyway, so it's so strong. Man, his army has just been surviving this this whole game. Like, he's just constantly moving across the entire map pretty much by himself for so much of this game, and he has gone unpunished completely.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big reason why he's so farmed, right? His guy is, like you said, his army has been completely okay. Kind of impressed with solo, I guess, but this Phoenix hero farms quite well.
Oh, he cursed him,
Speaking of the Phoenix, hook shot in underneath the tier 2 tower. Victoria for the left side, being able to provide the volleys as well. The kills are starting to add up. There's 3,000 now. It hasn't really been on any valuable member on 9 Pandas, but got the double kill count, and it looks like they're starting to bring their forces for a potential tier 2 push. They do have a pretty good ward to fight with on 9 Pandas.
Interestingly, they almost bought Shard on PA, but she swapped to the Basher. Could have been kind of cool versus the Drow, but there's the jump in.
Collapse with the jump in from Arrays. V-Tune is nearby as well. Collapse. Not taking a lot of damage at the moment until the Finger of Death comes out, but the Hand of God is still there as well. This kill is taking a while.
Oh my god.
And they're going to be able to get him surely, man. They are using everything. Collapse. No. No, he can't live. How is he out?
Not only that, but the roar into the immediate kill on the PA too. That's devastating. I mean, that was your fight. That was your one chance. You got a decent target. You feel like you can do it. Now you're being chased down onto your Doom, who didn't even get to use his ulti.
Maybe kicking himself a little bit for the fact that that ulti wasn't used to stop some of the healing back.
That was just an absurd amount of damage that they threw on top of that Beastmaster. I mean, pretty much the whole 4,000 damage that they used was basically on Beastmaster there, but they had everything coming on top of him. We got Solar Crest, we had the Hand of God being there, we had some, I saw a Frost Shield popped out as well, the Ice Armor was there on top of the Beastmaster too from Aposhka, so he was keeping him alive.
Maybe kicking yourself a little bit with that dude not being used, and now game where it does feel like PA is probably, you can't have too many deaths, especially with the speed that we're about to see out of Team Spirit. This is a second Roche lineup that will be without a doubt pressuring high ground. And oopsie. He'll find his way through the tree line. He's going to be okay. Or will he though? Tornado. Okay.
Not quite able to catch him there from downtown. Rue playing in very deep with his ward on the pillar. Wants to set up another kill in the same spot. Last time he had Yadoro, but he's a bit further away here, and the target's a lot tankier. He still goes in, though.
All right. Feeling strong enough for Raze. Very cool.
My camp, you know? He wants to farm up here on the clockwork, of course. All right, some hope. We got a Blink here onto Lays on the Doom. He's got Blink, BKB, ready to go with the Doom. Set up a good fight here and give V-Tune the best possible chance for the jump in. Basher is now complete as well. So Roche is up in a minute. They're going to try and secure this for their team and give them a chance to really play aggressive on this PA because there's no BKB. So the Aegis would be massive for this hero.
They can get that fight though. Law's going to show mid for a split second. Meanwhile, top is heavily getting pushed in. Already set up from Spirit. I mean, Rue even drops a very deep Observer ward near the Mighty Mines. So often a location where we may see like a dire team smoke from here, then to move to the pit.
Oh, man. And these items coming in right now. I think it's a finished Vlad's on the Chen. A full BKB being delivered to Collapse. They couldn't even kill him before.
They're actually going to smoke aggressively into the ward. We currently see a raise. We'll try and duck into the trees route and try and play around with the rocket flare for the vision. Nice blink away. Now put some of the initiation on cooldown. You don't have the easy time to start.
He's thinking.
They got the high ground advantage. Nice ward, going to get placed down. Solo will deal with it and step away. Back towards the pit. They want control.
I would not want to hold this gem right now if I was solo. I'd be trying to pass it off to Doom or something. It feels really risky. They're going to give up the Roche. Do I agree with giving up the Roche?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, they're going to hear the roar, but there's just no way.
You don't sound too happy about giving it up.
If you don't get the fight right there, then there's no fight. Okay. So once they killed the ward and Loopsy didn't jump in, and I mean, I don't blame them. I don't think it necessarily would have gone too well for them. It probably wasn't the moment that they were going to turn this game around. They're just going to have to wait for another one.
Arcane Rune PA could be okay. He's actually going to show inside the lane. They got the ward on the high ground to scout the clockwork as well. So finally, a jump is going to go the way of 9 Pandas. They have not got a kill in a really long time. Must be like 10 plus.
Yeah, it has indeed been a while.
With some of the summons too.
In fact, their last kill was at 9 minutes.
Oh boy.
Didn't think it was that long. That's kind of crazy.
We anticipating that there's going to be something happening inside their own triangle where they need to reoccupy. Spirit currently grouped as 4. Aegis onto Yatoro. Lala's a little bit away. They will have Rue rejoin.
DK form is ending, so any hope of going in there is pretty low. I would not want to opt into that one if I was 9 Pandas. We're going to get a Cloak of Flames on Maposhka. Okay, big dog.
Sick.
Yeah. Keep his own farm up right now as he is doing pretty close to 5 digits right now.
What's even the next item from Maposhka? This is incredibly farm Chengo.
I mean, there's always mech. Yeah, that still looks fine. Greaves. He can do. It's really what 4 staff would be great, I think, versus DKPA.
Okay.
Gonna go Lotus. Man, there's so many good items actually.
Yep. With the farm, he can. A lot of options. Gonna be up to Yatoro at the moment to siege with the items that he has got, along with the Roche's banner.
We do have PA shard now for the break on Yadoro. Could be something.
I hope they could deal with the banner. Array's a little bit vulnerable. They'll do their best for the Sunray. The Sunray heal doesn't seem like it's enough. Nice cogs. Array's is still okay thanks to the defensive supernova. So the DK is able to slip out. Meanwhile, Collapse was blown up in V-Tune as well. He's out of the base though. Yatoro quickly turns, was able to reposition accordingly. And now Yatoro is looking to go further in. This Drow Ranger, uncontested, so hasn't lost the ages.
Felt like that was their moment. Got in there. Was a good fan of knives. Now a buyback from the Lion. They think this is it.
Oh, PA buyback. Oh, dude, this has such a big commitment. You gotta get him, guys. You can't let him get away. Oh.
The gust movement speed talent at 20 being shown off right there. Ignoring the chance for the multi-shot damage for these options of survivability, and it pays off.
Ooh, economy. That's gotta
That's a big hole. Yep.
Yeah.
That's bad. Bad stuff. Now we're thinking like rapier fights later for PA. Like that's the world I'm living in where there's a comeback, you know? Some Nico baby Dota where you just hold the line forever until a rapier comes out and he somehow miraculously wins you the game.
They, by the looks of it, are not going to get to that stage and they're going to lose solo as well. And this high ground is about to be under siege again. Maybe they're actually looking for mid. Lull currently being... Okay. Radiant not actually going to move in the area. V-Tune will showcase that he can still provide some damage when he's going uncontested, but they'll give up Lull for the objectives.
They got the streak on him. That's pretty nice.
V-Tune? Okay. Another minute on the ages.
It's a 10k lead, but the PA and the DK are still keeping up pretty well right now. And Erase is starting to transition a little bit from just this like stunning and survival hero into maybe a bit of damage if he can get towards this Daedalus.
A large amount of the lead is the Chen. 6k over another support.
Yeah. Yeah, he's making up a big part of this gap.
Yeah. So, I mean, we have seen, though, that the items from him have been really impactful. We'll see if that will continue to be the case. Maybe they're going to group up for a smoke. They know the age is about to expire. Even Spirit will go for their own plays while potentially following this mid-creep wave that is about to enter their base, anticipating someone to be ready to defend. How do you start the collapse? What's the possibility to go first? Maybe they're baiting the Tormentor, or maybe they're just going to take it. Shard, still before... He hasn't bought it, right?
No. Still no.
Ah, he's gonna get the wisdom again. Okay, no shot, that's fine.
Yeah, but maybe this time. Here we go. Roll the dice, and we're getting Glacier. Hey! God, that seems so important to have in this game.
Well, they are coming out of the base on 9 Pandas, so this game, we've not seen a lot of kills from them so far. They haven't been the proactive ones, but they're trying to strike back. Rue's going to show shortly underneath the wood. Jump of the clockwork feels nice, but you need to get more out of it. Vitoro ducks and runs under the cover of the Silver's Edge. Supernova, not really much to stop the Poshka. They should be able to kill off the champ, but they're doing a really good job to retreat. Team Spirit, everyone covering the escape. And Collapse is now going to be in with the combo. They've got the Doom. BKB going to be good for nothing. Where is V-Tune? This Phantom Assassin feels too hesitant to go, and you cannot blame him. The lead and the play from Team Spirit's good. They almost get the escaping Lion as well.
Phoenix almost grabbed it there as well, and now Solo's gem scooped up here by Rue. It was a good attempt. I mean, they forced the buyback into the clockwork, but then they didn't grab that Chen. If he had just died right away and they didn't have the opportunity to just immediately fire back, as we look at this V-Tune, no BKB, remember, still.
Anto going to be able to get rid of the silence, but this Lyle Invoker is still beating onto Lupsi, which I believe is a buyback death, well, the dieback death timer.
Yep.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
And Lyle will now siege. 18,000 net worth lead. PA, who cares, apparently.
Yeah, I don't see why I would stop here.
Stop, they will not. Lacrity given over. Slow it down. Boots are pairing from a Poshka.
Roar's back up. BKB back up in 5. Blink is here. So if someone steps up too far, could be the end. V2 though, with the Deso, with the Basher. Wants to bed it all soon. But there's the Glacier Drow.
God damn.
Last 8 seconds, 20-second cooldown. That's pretty cool.
Not bad indeed here for your Toro. 617 on low. Everyone playing quite well from Spirit, to be honest. And look at the vision they've got outside the base as well from 9 Pandas.
Yeah, they are being choked in here.
And what was looking like a very good start to this game 1 for 9 Pandas, potentially able to bring it. One of the top dogs in Eastern Europe, but unable to do so. They are trying to claw their way back in probably what is a last-ditch attempt, but they will actually all escape. So the smoke is not even going to work. I guess it will give them an opportunity to be able to deal with the area.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, maybe get back out here for a potential Roche spawn. It is coming back in 50 seconds. Would you rather fight out here as 9 Pandas or at your base? I mean, they have enough buybacks. No, they don't. They have Phoenix buyback. I mean, they have buyback on Doom and DK, but they don't have the gold for it. Just the timer. Erase?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
What? Oh, runs into oh. Uh-oh.
The beast already blinked, though.
No way he's going to be... Yeah, that is so ambitious. I mean, where else are you going, Ashworth? I respect it.
That was sick. He tried.
Yeah. Oh, man. I don't... This game didn't get to play, apparently. Lupsi is well out of the base. We've got a hookshot coming shortly. No, not going to go for it, okay. A siege instead, not reveal the vision. Maybe now they can try and force a fight when they see some more members. E-Tune controlled. Roar as well. Oh my god.
Just dead, man. 2 hits for
no
1,000
evasion.
damage.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
You just
Yeah,
sit
he's
on the
gonna fall it.
glacier, dead.
Ah, it just looked too easy. It really looked too easy from Spirit.
I mean, we have to remember at the start of the game, the lanes did start out decently for 9 Pandas. They had some ideas. The PA was farming you'd expect, but they ended up just being pushed back on their side, and they never went aggressive. Double check.
Okay, interesting.
20% more damage when attacking from high ground. Yep. So, very good when you get the shard, obviously.
Did you buy shard earlier, I imagine?
I would think. I would hope.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out, like, really, is this worth going this faster then if you're not getting the glacier?
I mean, truly, you should just be playing mid, obviously.
True. Are we talking about a mid drow in the works?
I mean, someone
Easy
work it
CS.
out there. Pubbers.
The turbos. This is
Ooh, turbo. Now you're talking. Now you're thinking.
where the meta comes from, I thought you said.
That's right.
Are you ready to
As long as there's incentive like Crownfall tokens, something to really motivate people to find the most broken degen stuff they can.
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah, overall, not as confident in this Team Spirit lineup. Not gonna lie, 100%. There is some counters
100%
here
for 9
on the
Pandas?
TV.
Or 100% for 9 Pandas?
100%.
Or 100%?
I am not as confident in Dire Dragon. It's not quite as like uniform as the last one, and such a clear goal. with the way that you play with the Chen. The Tide feels like he just got rammed in here because Collapse felt like playing Tide or something. I don't know.
I don't know why is there a Tide first pick? Lies? Headshot, pretty good placement from Rue. And may just be able to get away. I mean, it's Blood Grenade, Grenade, Lies. Oh, 25. The stats. He's only got stats. Only stats for him. Now, Rue might end up giving over first blood. Was it not expecting him to actually be the first one that was dying?
Sometimes you come to the boundary moon fight with 11 extra strength, and that keeps you alive.
Apparently, these are one of those occasions.
All right, well, Collapse. Good luck, bud.
You mentioned about your supreme hate for Tiny. What about this Earth Spirit hero? I feel like this is also another one that is kind of similar to Tiny, where it could be incredibly hit or miss.
He knows his place. That's. I appreciate Earth Spirit because even when he's not farming up and he's having a slower game, he's not so dependent on the one and done. You know, roll is a 4-second cooldown. If that ever gets changed, this hero will be dead. But roll is a 4-second cooldown at max level. He buys BKB. He buys tanky items, blade mail. He's valuable. He gets 2 items and he's good the whole game.
How dare we see any nerfs to this Earth Spirit hero? The support will be up in arms.
You can change everything but 4-second roll. Anything else is fine.
Yeah. Theory across some of the other changes, but leave my role, please. I'd like at least that we are getting this hero.
Yeah, it's nice. He was off for a while. I mean, I do miss Supporter Spirit, to be clear. I mean, that was always pretty exciting as well. He's definitely one of the more YOLO heroes in the game. Making his plays across the map, so. But it is nice to see the hero with actual farm and have some higher potential.
Yep. Without a doubt. And I think Law's got a very good Earth Spirit, to be honest. They're one of the better Earth Spirit players.
Bottom lane Collapse having to deal with some annoying stuff here. And okay, this is funny. They do have the Chen creep down bottom to help this lane. Punishing the solo Undying with mana burns.
Yeah, sick. I like how you just say like Claff wanted to play the Tide. I'm still trying to theorycraft on why there's a Tide Hunter in this game. It's 7 denies for solo. I feel like this lane, if you're actually going to be able to trade even or do somewhat okay for the Tide, a lot of it is on the back of Rue.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's on Rue and it's with this Chen creep too. You know, just keep sending them down here. Up top, they're just using Penitence and Metamorphosis when they can to try and bully them back. And so far, it worked out on the first one. But of course, now there's a minute and a half where it's not going to be available.
Yeah. And so you were suggesting the Beast, right, in the first phase of response, which I felt like you were saying, like, yeah, it's still probably going to suffer versus the Undying, but at least your ability to make your own stacks feels nice. Like, the Tide cannot do that. And if the Muerta leaves the lane, then you're not... Like, you're also then... Okay, it's sick. Like, now I'm 1v2.
He's a good stack farmer, though. You know,
he's a great stack farmer. But how does he make his stacks?
The 7 last hits is not looking good. I'll be real. It's it's not. This is what you would expect when you think, huh, I wonder what would happen with Tide versus Drow and Undying. But Rue's going to try and fix it by just changing the dynamics of Dota 2 and breaking the lane apart.
Sick. Which is, I suppose, maybe a big reason, honestly, why some other things, but also a big reason why the Undying is not very good at the moment, because you don't do anything against this. One of the supports that is very lane focused, but you can't stop the pulls.
Yeah, you can't stop the pulls, and even though they've added damage to the decay, it's like without the Drow, he just does not feel like a threat to collapse. Like he's just gonna stand next to him here. No cares. But he does hit for 80 now, so at least he can deny in his face sometimes.
Sick, sick.
And the what is he at now? 8 denies. Let's go.
Well, I mean, Utoro's having a very good start though. 29 last hits here for the Terrorblade. Lyle's doing very good as well. At least as that. The other lane's looking quite good for Team Spirit.
Yeah, mid very even. Super chill as we have 1 more minute to our first power rune, and maybe that's going to open an opportunity here, whoever gets that. Definitely some vulnerable heroes on these side lanes, particularly this Tidehunter, who's just going to be permanently low HP. No thoughts of stacks quite yet, though. They're just going to leave it alone and stay close by. Clap's pulling the wave behind the tower. Arming up that way. Level 6 here for a race in the mid lane, but obviously no real way to punish. Here's that rune. 10 seconds early. Solo arrives with a blood grenade, a wand, and some raindrops. He just pings Larl. He's like, go.
Oh, I thought we were showing the Undying's item. I thought he was going treads on Solo. But no, this is the Earth Spirit. Solo, unfortunately, just has wand and blood.
I like your idea, though. You know.
Where are my offlane Undyings? Hold that thought, actually, low. Between. Wow, I mean, okay, this looks good if the Earth Spirit's not here, but unfortunately, Earth Spirit's here, and as soon as he pops out for the attempt on to collapse, well, we'll miss on the first roll. Makes it a little bit more awkward now, but it's probably not going to matter. TP, no way. Does he actually make it? Nicely done.
Yeah.
V-Chute, great TP.
They will get the tombstone. Will Solo stick for the deny? Oh, he's thinking about it. Nah, no chance there. Same time, they did get the kill, though. You saw a race. Grabbing one there onto the Muerta. With the help of the Snapfire. And 7-minute Wisdom Runes. Muerta, we'll be back for that one. So, stacking and snacking on Wisdom Runes. Yes, it was funny, Loopsy. Thank you. Collapse is just at 10% HP this whole game.
Yeah. Is he tick? Not gonna pick up the blood grenade, okay, but sick. What? Oh yeah. All right. I wonder what Collapse is thinking. Like, why did I ask for tired?
Kinda, yeah. I would think. I mean, it is kind of funny versus Drow, right? Because before the marksmanship, she does just kind of tickle you a little bit. Like, there's a reason he can stick like that low. And then the slow gets worn off, so there is kind of something there.
Oh, I feel like a lot of the heavy lifting is going to be on Law. So he is at least having a very good game. That first rotation doesn't result in a kill for him. But nonetheless, he's going to have a power rune. It's just the arc. Oh, sorry, just a regen. Something.
Lay's also moved down there, and I mean, there's no pressure on this top lane right now. Like, Yadro is just farming it out, and now he's thinking about going through the Twin Gate, perhaps? Yeah, he's hesitating. Left, right, he's not sure. He's going to go for it. Collapse does not have the Ravage yet, though, so this isn't a guarantee. They're very dependent on Larl hitting something.
Actually going to TP down and try and force a team fight. Polo drops the tombstone at least before he dies. Lies is going to be in with the arena. It's a pretty good placement. V-Tune importantly is on the left side, so the Drow Ranger can slowly start to get the marksmanship procs going. With Toro already using the Sun Dodge, trying to deal with the tombstone before he dies. Oh, they're going to toss
the mid-air?
I don't know where V-Tune went. I thought it was going to go towards Collapse, but apparently
he was. He got dead shot.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Rue hit him like a clay pigeon. But unfortunately, it wasn't quite enough to save Collapse. All right, so Undying, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, did you see what happens? He gets the tombstone down, he dies, but, you know, he laughs because he has that innate of the Ceaseless Dirge. And then he just comes back, and they annihilate that fight. What an arena. They could not kill that tombstone in time. Oh, V2, don't ruin it.
Oh, he's ruining it. Well done. Poshka and Lal. Level 6 is Poshka.
Alright, well, so much for that big win. That's that makes it hurt a little bit more.
Quite important, to be honest. You get this tower. I feel like it now actually gives a lane to Collapse. like an extra, maybe 2 small camps as well. So they'll drop the noob orb up on the high ground to protect him. So very intrigued to see how much farm he's actually going to be able to get by staying in this lane. Lull inside the river. Be an illusion rune top. So pretty boring runes so far this game.
Mid tower taken as well for the Radiant though, so bit of space maybe for this Tiny to do some work. Unfortunately, it's very hard to go this deep before the Blink Dagger. And Lipsy trying to get level 6. They're going to try and close out Yado's space to farm and take this top tower. A very aggressive smoke right now. Tombstone back up. 3 points in the decay. Sunder back in 4 though. And we have to watch for this Hand of God, of course.
Might lose the opportunity for the Hand of God to start the team fight. Thermopushka gets it off for the last second.
Kind of greedy.
Yeah, very greedy. 1 TP cancelled. Now Yoro is kind of stuck and... Well, he's going to have the Sunder, but maybe the Mortimer Kisses nuke is enough. Nice moves. Looking very good.
Yeah, no chance there with the spear. Maxed out. Plenty of time on the stun.
Middle tower is under attack.
And what are they getting in return? They're smoking on Team Spirit with Larl and Rue moving towards Collapse, but so far they are very far from getting a grab onto V-Tune.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That's what he's actually going to take the out. So we'll miss the full wave down bottom, but looks to try and take mid instead.
Good
Feels
read.
much safer here.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
And he can farm right towards these stacks too. I'm not sure if he deserves them. I think Tiny just pinged them like, please back away. I want my Blink Dagger. Or maybe he said, go ahead, take them. I'm about to get Blink Dagger anyway because V-Tune's on him.
Radiant's
Collapse moving back to his own piggy bank, as you just saw on the Tide Hunter, but little team farm time here. Blink for a race. And going to give the rest over to V-Tune on this draw.
It'll take a while.
All right. This looks a lot like game 1. Nine
It
Pandas had a
does.
good start early, and then it's kind of quickly got stomped and stolen away by Team Spirit.
Can they do the same thing again? I mean, TB potentially has a second item advantage. I feel like can come online a little bit earlier than the Drow, but it's, I think, a small window.
Yeah, my instinct says no. I think that maybe, sure, they can maybe come back, but not in the same fashion. It doesn't look like it's going to be that style here. That being said, Rue does now have the level 6, so that's pretty important. That's a lot of extra damage. If they are going to make this comeback, it's going to be based on an attempt on a kill on either the Earth Spirit or the Tide that goes awry. As you get Blade Mail on the Earth Spirit, and then of course the turnaround Ravage being a problem. Solo using his Undying here is Rue being targeted here and Pierce the Veil. Not going to save me. He's out of mana.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Wait. Okay. Okay. Close one.
Making space. Network lead is shrinking. I am very surprised with Collapse net worth. I don't know if he's farmed the Ancients just yet, but I really do think it's the fact that they were able to get that tier 1 tower down bottom and he could have a full wave now pretty much for free along with the neutrals.
Yeah, he did farm up 1 big stack, and he still has a couple more to go here. As they do start targeting down onto this Mars. And close to
Could be
his
a good
Blink,
fight
but
for
he's
Radiant,
dead.
no? Well, maybe if they could get some TPs out with the arena, but yeah, no, they died too quick from Utora.
They also have no Tombstone because they used it to farm the Ancients. And now Larl's going to run in here.
Radiant's top tower is under
Doesn't like what he sees, though.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Well, the objective. Lal and Utora, very farmed. They'll get the Wisdom as well over to Collapse. Still has another big Ancient stack too.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
By the looks of it, they're going to have a Tide Hunter this game. Who actually took over the net worth of the Mars, surprisingly.
And he's got a simple plan. Soul Ring helps you farm your way up, get the Vlads, full sustain on the map, and then Blink Shard for this easy initiation to the fight where you just jump, shard somebody, and put pressure on them to force out the Ravage.
Not a bad plan. See if they're going to be able to execute the plan. And maybe... See, the thing is, it's still forcing team fights from Spirit. It feels like it needs to be in the right position because you are potentially taking into a Mortimer Kisses arena plus Tombstone, and the Drow Tiny's impact when they are not initiated on is going to be pretty high in some of these early fights.
Yeah, I mean, Erase is the most farmed Radiant hero. You know, he is a very scary Tiny right now. If they can find this forward vision to give themselves the jumps, that's really what they need at the moment. But unfortunately, he just doesn't really see much. Illusions are always scouting from the Terrorblade, Chen army units as well. And now Mars gets his blink, but he's dead.
He's dead, and Solo as well. They're going to be able to kill the Undying, and pretty close to Roche, maybe forcing it. Will probably depend on Maposhka's creeps, but maybe they want to go for it.
Yeah, I think that this is easy. Okay, well, you know what? I lied. This is exactly how they lost last game. It's just the group up, and it's just these little kicks are catching the Mars. Like, he needs his Blink Dagger, so he feels pressure to be up this deep, and Undying's not enough to protect you at this point, because Undying is a full commitment save. It's a save of, I'm throwing down Tombstone, and my whole team is here to turn around and fight this with you. You know? Like, the ways they're catching the Mars is like a boulder kick. Like, that's it. That slow into Chen army creeps and reflections, and he doesn't have counterplay.
It feels incredibly reminiscent of the last game because they also only had 5 kills, remember, and then they didn't get any kills for a while, and this is looking exactly the same. Maybe now, though. Maybe now. This smoke, they are not happy with the status quo. They're going to try and smoke away from Yatoro, who is showing down bottom. Which was really not the ideal target. We're just trying to make some more stacks for his cause. Oh, so I'm looking at Spirit's kills. Why didn't you tell me?
And, you know, I was just going to let it go. It's fine.
No, what the hell, dude? That's messed up. You're trying to make me look dumb.
No, then we look dumb. If I correct you, you look dumb.
Oh, I see. So,
Yeah, I was just being dumb with you. I was just jumping on the grenade right alongside you, buddy.
Oh, thank you. That's so
I got
kind
you.
of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never thought about it like that. Now, you honestly, that's respect.
All right, onto the tower, though. Solo's here. Still has Tombstone. This is where Undying's really solid. Much like you're doing your Chen army push, you got your Undying strats. They're going to do a mass TP up top. But they saw collapse. It was a little too close to their tower. They didn't like it, so they are hunting.
Not happy with how they didn't slow him down enough inside the lane. Apparently, he's too farmed and is connecting to the team. So collapse is fine. Everyone else is going to be ready to take a fight. This may be pretty forced.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice.
He silenced.
Quick silence set, so there's going to be no arena follow-up. It's still looking pretty decent, though. Ravage will disrupt and isolate the Mars, so no one was nearby to protect him, but this will give an opportunity for Solo, the main man on the Undying, just to charge forward. Down goes Maposhka. Meanwhile, Yatoro as well is going to swing over to the right side. If they got some control, that's going to be up to low. Roller's a little bit too far away, but they'll still get Solo nonetheless.
They tried to do a toss-back play there, but not able to do it. Yeah, man, that silence from the drought. 5 seconds is an eternity for a Chen. No opportunity to try and get off that hand of God. Overall, a good trade here for Spirit. Do they want to keep the pressure up, though? I mean, there's no Ravage, so maybe there's a chance that Nine Pandas want to try something? You could just go for, like, Blink Spear plays instead, because it feels like they need to do something. I don't think you can just, like, sit back and let them farm through this Aegis. Oh, good Radiant Ward. They see all of this right now. Can they take advantage of it at all, though?
Doesn't seem like the guy had a decent ward of the secret problem as well. Able to help them position accordingly.
Man, that ward is so good. Just outside the sentry range. That's beautiful. Maybe that'll find some sort of a play. It's kind of a vision that you need with this mid-tiny to make it successful. Again, he is still just barely behind the TB. Only 600 gold at this point for a mid-tiny is great.
Yeah.
And he has the Chrysalis too, so he is peaking here. And just needs to have the sight.
What's the last hit shot actually? I'm intrigued on how everyone else is keeping up with Tiny. I don't know if he's excelling.
He's 160. Yeah, so he's
second highest is pretty solid, especially for Tiny. They once again the vision though from Team Spirit. A lot of the moment that's been able to scale up that the remnants of their tier 1 tower, so it sees a lot of the 9 Pandas here. More mentor up, so they're going to go back. Not really playing too aggressive with the ages, but the net worth lead is growing a bit for them.
See, Muerta is going to get it here for the Dire. Yadaro has purchased his as well. We've seen a lot from all the TBs. There's just this purchase Terrorblade after the Manta. You get the Shard. It's very fast for farming. Demon dealing everywhere.
Speaking of shards, what about the drought?
Yeah, that's a good point. We don't have it.
Got his own shot. Still the bunker, I believe, right? Yes.
Yep. Entomb, we're calling it. Just makes sense.
Sidesteps the kick as well.
Oops.
Okay, lol. Now, are we all just missing spells? Atos isn't hard to miss.
That's a shield rune.
That is true. That is a shield rune. Utoro's up on a high ground. Great position for him to be. Collapse as well. The Ravage. Okay, my god, Collapse. Clipping onto all the heroes they need. Utoro as well. The Terrorblade damage is starting to rain in. Arrays will bunker himself, but they'll deal with the Tombstone, kill him once he pops out. And V-Tomb, he wasn't able to do enough. The Drow Ranger just could not get the damage out.
No, that's the vantage point right there. Yadaro on that Terrorblade looking like what Drow's trying to do with this facet. That was just disgusting. Standing on that high ground. Wow, not going to go for the roll in there on the feared Loopsy. You might have saw a play. You can't draw up a fight much better than that, though. Massive Ravage. Collapse. Yeah, I guess we see why he wants to play Tide.
Yeah, okay. His 4th,
Yeah.
How is he in
this guy's
position,
good.
actually?
And now he's got the Shard, too. Lob Sentry combo from the Dire. Spotting this movement. Will 9 Pandas de-ward it? Oh, no, they smoked right on top of it. Yep, pinged out right away by Rue. He saw that one. Of course, no Ravage. You don't really want to fight it.
The wards mid, apparently, Team Spirit wanted their own tier 1 that I believe just got de-warded pretty recently, and then 9 Pandas tier 1 as well. They are going incredibly deep for Collapse, who would probably feel this is normally a safe place. This time it's actually not going to be the case, so Collapse brought down. Arrays takes a bit of a streak here for the Tiny, continuing to put himself in 2nd position.
Yeah, still having the arena as well. Laze comes down bottom thinking like, can I make something happen here? But gonna reveal himself to save the tower. Miposhka playing it a bit greedy. Will now start to run away. Never punish this guy on his gen. Oh, well. Oh, wait. Oh my god, no way. All right, surely he's dead now. Oh. Am I crazy?
You see the creeps? I mean, I know they can pop out of nowhere as much of a
Dude,
secret.
how is he alive right now?
They saw him. Yeah. Right? Okay.
Yeah, now Ray sees him.
Where does he go? Oop, oop, oop.
Is he hacking? Is Miposhka hacking?
Is
that what's happening
How
here?
They're all here! They're all here, dude.
All right. Eventually he dies.
Well, 6,000 net with lead for Spirit. I know another draft, honestly, where I feel like 9 Pandas have the advantage. And Spirit playing some good Dota. Nothing fancy, only 9 kills, but Yatoro incredibly rich at the moment. A lot of it supports as well. Yet to really feel that Drow Ranger impact in particular with this matchup, and it's going to be pretty hard with the Tide and the Earth Spirit. Nice
I feel like it would be a good time to have Shard as Drow.
Free solo. Got some heroes playing around him. Let's see if they want to force the fight. Lies tries to go into the arena. There's no damage for Lyle though, and it just sets up for the double ravage. This team fights, everyone else is a little bit too late. I thought they were close enough, but maybe some hesitancy from 9 Pandas. Erase is going to be able to toss it back onto V2. V2 showcasing he's still got some damage, but maybe Erase is stuck. Nice Hurricane Pike gets him out, but the Dead in the Water is going to be up soon.
Oh,
The Gust is able to come into play.
Yeah, big pushback there to make sure that wasn't going to be a follow-up kill right after. So what's happening is they're spending a lot on these first couple kills. Like, they're getting the Undying, they're getting the Mars, but once the Ravage is down, I feel like 9 Pandas are doing a good job of reading, like, you know, we can turn and fight. Like, Laurel wants to extend the team fight, but they realize that without the Ravage, they're not quite that scary. Unless, you know, Yadaro's in, like, the perfect spot. So now, knowing there's no Ravage, they're going to go back in. What's the jump, though? I guess just tiny. It's back up now.
Hey, this is my route.
And Roche is up. Dire side. I think you go into this. No Ravage, you take this for sure as 9 Pandas.
Some meta timing as well. How long is it cooldown?
They really need this. This gets them back into at least one more team fight. Yeah, meta's not up for another 40, so 45. I mean, they're close. Arena's now back up.
They try and take a fight into the Aegis advantage. Let's see. 4v5.
Laurel says
Laurel's
yes.
going to start. Roll into the middle. Tombstone give him the information. They've isolated the Mars, trying to take him out of the team fight. And does no one want to fight? Loopsy will TP. Solo's trying to scurry away. Man, was it really a fight they felt like they couldn't take?
Solo just runs into the body blocker from finding the tiny TPing. I think it's in a pretty disadvantageous spot. You know, you're coming out of that low ground there, even with the Aegis. It's pretty unlikely that Erase is going to get that first big jump that you're hoping for. He's also really close to his BKB. I mean, the respawn timer is not too bad on the Mars.
Yeah, it's because he's look at his net worth. Apparently,
There you go. He's a genius.
I feel like I'm seeing this on almost every Mars player besides Amar. They just always fall behind.
Our Mars team wins a lot.
Yeah, that is true, but he also farms a lot too somehow, and also gets involved with the Mars. But a lot of other players I'm seeing pretty much in this position where a support eventually overtakes.
Yeah, they become just a playmaker only, not hitting camps and playing off map all the time, trying to instill fear in their opponents.
You were speaking about them potentially trying to avoid that fight because he wanted the BKB, and now the first one getting used is incredibly defensive to get away from the meta.
Well, now we know it works.
Ah, yes, okay. That's
Yeah.
very good, very good. They're going to try and smoke and maybe force a fight with the remnants of the meta. Arcane Rune on Collapse as well. Half duration left. See if Euphoria is going to be able to find an angle. They're going for the long wraparound. I guess the illusions are maybe going to reveal
the
themselves.
wisdom, too. They can scoop that up.
Dire structures are fortified.
Oh, that did me back. This is one on the high ground. It's Collapse, I see. Okay, he's going to go for the jump. The rest of the TPs will come through, but the Ravage going to be early. Tries to protect himself with a TP out. He's actually going to make it. Can everyone else, though? Yeah, they won't stop Lyle, so the roll... That's his way to escape. Brew, unfortunately, will not have the same capability.
So you trade Ravage and your Muerta to keep your tide alive with 2.5 minutes left on the Aegis. Can they actually pressure right now as 9 Pandas? Unfortunately, it doesn't feel like it, and that's a big problem.
Surely you can. Also, why no Glacier? I'm still so intrigued. I see this guy multi-shotting, and it hurts me.
I think it's just the same thing with a lot of these heroes where every item's so important. Like, you know that you need... Like, Silver's Edge would be amazing, and there is a world where you just get it free soon, right? We're approaching 30 minutes, so he kind of just has to play for that. Yeah, I mean, he's got a 50-50 shot. It's just him and Tiny left. So...
Alright, Tiny buy it. Make it 100.
I don't hate that. If I'm tiny, I'm doing that just for the culture, you know, for the team morale. The believers in Glacier.
The believers in the facet is
Dire's top tower
they are hoping he showcases what this facet's able to do. 'Cause otherwise, I don't know. Damage that collapse is going to yoink. He can be now completed for the Tide. And they will smoke. 1 minute left on the
is
Ages.
under attack. Dire are scanning. Radiant's bottom
Go
tower
all
is
the
under
way
attack.
across the map. Lanes are really shoved in though. The smoke is going to be difficult to connect.
Rue is such a good target. He's like the best one that we can just blow up. I mean, Chen, of course, would be ideal as well, but he's kind of scary with the pipe.
They get a glimpse of him. There was a ping coming through, but Rue covered up with a glimmer. Ducks out. Now rejoins the team who are maybe setting up a trap by the secret shop.
Marl does have the pull now. We'll see if that comes into play as they jump on the Loopsy.
Lies, unfortunately, isn't nearby. They'll probably just cut their losses. I bet it's actually want to think about taking the team fight. They're going to protect him with the Tombstone. I believe they got a glimpse of Lies over to the left. They're starting to run towards the Mars. Okay, meanwhile, Erase. Nice headshot back to the river. BKB TP out, in fact. So now this is given a big signal for them to be able to chase for more, but already the rest of 9 Pandas are out of dodge.
Yeah, that's an engagement into a potentially expiring Aegis. So with the going down, they just bail out. No one else to follow that Earth Spirit, though,
Dire's
so
middle
no
tower
suns
is
left.
under attack.
Yeah, another gem from Soul here. All right, here we go. Hey, Vitun, gonna get it.
Let's.
All right.
Dire's middle
20% bonus damage for 1,400 gold. That seems like a lot. So it's good that he got it for free instead.
Sure. Did you go Refresher now? Because you don't need a damage item, you get it with the Glacier. So you go Refresher so you have full uptime.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
I was wondering where you were going with that. Genius. Tries it out. Oh, seems pretty good.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Not bad. Robo Hurricane Pie. Man's hit him from afar. They are also in front of your base, and he's not back just yet. And Team Spirit have the ability to be able to kill someone 4-0. And maybe that person's going to be solo.
Yeah, no ceaseless dirge up right now. And also no buyback.
Leader with the TP. You toss collapse back. I think without V2 in here, maybe not.
I mean, if he is the Silver Edge, that's a play. And it's coming. In fact, I think he's only 100 gold away from it. Yeah, he has the Silver Edge, so that is legitimate. I mean, Ravage has been huge. It has won so many of these fights for Team Spirit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, toss back into break kill would be massive for them because you can also just apply that silence.
See if they can find that angle. Both sides really haven't left each other. Like, it's been 5v5, sorry, 5-man group up really for quite some time. We're not really seeing anyone split away too far. We are really moments away from a massive team fight, potentially by Roche. Could be up in the next 40 seconds. Maybe for the power rune as well, potentially. Spirit are posturing pretty aggressively.
There's the toss.
Raise. There's the toss back. Where's the break?
There's the break.
It's going to be able to catch him off guard, but the avalanche as well covers it. Not good enough, though. Collapse gets away. Arena clipping multiple heroes. V-Tunes finally sets himself up for the Glacier, but he's beating it to lull, and the damage, it's nothing. V-Tunes got nothing. And now Mars dead in the water and outside the base. 2 heroes without a buyback. That was not enough.
He's too farmed. The BKB, I mean, he knows that even with the silence, he can't lock him down. So they have to do so many things at once in order to make this kill happen on Collapse before the Ravage. And it was a dead shot, too, onto that Tiny. Into the just immediate damage from the Terrorblade.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Tiny down 25 seconds. Building's going to be falling as well. They fall incredibly fast. There's a big Terrorblade army. With his back available now for 9 Pandas. Man, TB is sitting super fast.
They're in the problem zone now for sure. 17k lead.
Oh, he has AC on. Okay.
Yeah, he is stacked right now. I mean, he's 6k up on the Drow.
Oh, very interesting.
Also, really cool when you have an Earth Spirit on your team too, with the resonance.
Oh, Toro will not TP in.
All right, no Ravage for 30.
Forward. Look at last position. Gets the information they need. Pops the smoke, and now they're going to be able to move on forward. They're on to Vita over the left side, charging down with the Drow. She's in danger. Magnetide's going to tick her out. Erase is stuck inside the lane as well. And Lao's Earth Spirit this game has been massive for them. Always in the right position at the right time. 2 heroes gone without a buyback. They don't even care about Roshan. They're going to walk her down.
She's such a glass cannon right now, this Drow. It's just ridiculous. You really have nothing going for you before this BKB. If you don't have the Mars to create the wall and give you space to actually get your abilities out, you're going to have a bad time, as you can see there. And now the meta still up, good to go. These are not the heroes that can defend your base.
Oh, no, they are not. Liza's okay. Reveals himself for a second. They don't mind about going deep when there's a Ravage like that to send them out of this final game. Congratulations, Team Spirit. They will be the first team from Eastern Europe to qualify to DreamLeague Season 25. Toro and Collapse. They will be back playing at a LAN. Somewhat of a LAN.
A LAN-ish.
LAN-ish.
As DreamLeague is